Welcome to Friday Creek Timber. I'm Glenn Bailey, and this is a review of the Hardwood Mills Australia mill. It arrived in a big box. It's a bit crumpled in places, but generally in good order. There's the main working component, the engine on the back, the blades in the frame there, and yeah, the build quality is pretty good. I was impressed. It's bloody heavy though, and there's lots of little bits. You've got bits in boxes with bolts everywhere. There's the blades. I bought a whole bunch of them. I haven't used them yet. And there's bolts everywhere and bits of metal. Everything's pretty well constructed. It was all there pretty much. Well, here's where I got to this weekend. And get it finished. That thing is really heavy. Rolling a log onto the sawmill should be straightforward. It's just all downhill, but it's often not straightforward. Okay, I'm going to give you a shot of the Hardwood Mills Australia mill in action. It took me a while to work out how to fold those blades up. I'll do a YouTube video on that because I've seen so many YouTube videos of folding blades up and I couldn't do it. Safety. That's as wide a board as I'm going to cut from this log, but you can see that and the other one, you can make a table out of that. It'd be beautiful. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm reasonably pleased with this Hardwood mill. I haven't used any of the competitors' mills, but this one was pretty cheap. I liked how it was, you know, they advertised that cutting hardwood, so the saw together onto the track. The track took me a day and a half to get level, and you never quite get it right, but it seems to cut pretty straight anyway. I cut this bolt off because it was bent when I got it from being jostled around during loading and unloading, and it was about this long. So I cut it short and it works fine now. So there's the inner workings. There's a frame inside here behind the wheel that stops the wheel from coming too far over to the inside, to the middle, and that broke on me, and I've replaced it by wedging a piece of wood in there. So that was a bit of a weakness. This belt over here is really loose and is very effective at getting rid of sawdust, so it doesn't build up in the belt. So there's the blade. This is one I've sharpened, and it's been cutting all yesterday and today, so it's fantastic how easy they are to sharpen, and they last for a good long time. That's my lubricant outlet. I put a lot of detergent and a lot of water through here, probably why my belts are perishing, but it certainly lengthens the blade life. So that battery box, this is electric start, this unit, which is handy because you do turn it on and off a fair bit. But that battery box was over closer to the engine, and I couldn't get at the engine, which you need to tighten the engine bracket to pull the pulley, to pull the belts tight. So you used to have a ruler here, and the ruler I found to be fairly useless. I actually estimate the thickness by the number of turns I do on the wheel. I'll show you the wheel. So if you do the same number of turns each time on this wheel, you'll cut the same thickness each time. Another modification I did was this tap. I put this on yesterday actually. Before you had to race around the other side and turn the tap on and off. The engine, plenty of power in it, and it works really well. And you're showing the rollers on the frame. It's pretty sturdy. For the most part it cuts true and straight. I can cut 2mm veneers out of this. And so there's the Hardwood mill. As I said, my general impression is it's pretty good. This bar here, I cut this off. It used to stick out about here.
These are my prototype drying igloos. Those cicadas are pretty loud. I have to wait for lulls so I can do my commentary. My solar kilns. This one's loaded with forestry gum. This one's loaded with spotted gum.
I've produced quite a lot of timber from the mill over the last, well, particularly the last 4 months since I left my day job and started working full-time for Friday Creek Timber. The boards I put onto my front fence really to show the grain of the timbers, and they really come off beautifully. The mill does a wonderful job at getting things smooth and straight. So you can see the timbers there. I've had a lot of people say it's a bit of a underutilisation of this good timber, but well, it's my fence. And here's a few samples of the products I've produced so far. Picking up my first truckload of timber tomorrow in, what is it now, mid-April 2018, and it's going to be for sale soon. So it's a very good story.